Hi all, welcome back to CSEC Mathematics with Mr. Charles. Today we are continuing our series on binomial expansion and we are on question number 24. So it says 8x plus 3 all squared. So as usual, that is the same as 8x plus 3 times 8x plus 3. And I didn't say it before, but the reason for that is because whenever you are squaring a number or anything, you're basically multiplying that number or thing by itself. So 8x plus 3 all squared is 8x plus 3 multiplied by 8x plus 3. Okay? And then, as usual, we say 8x times 8x. Okay, so that's equal to 8x times 8x, good, plus 8x times 3. Okay, 8x times 3 plus 3 times 8x, 3 times 8x plus the same 3 times 3, 3 times 3. Okay, and then we simplify. 8 times 8 is 64. X times x is x squared. So 8x times 8x is 64x squared. Okay, plus 8 times 8x times 3 is 24x. Good. Plus 3 times 8x is also 24x. Plus 3 times 3 is 9. Then we simplify, because 24x plus 24x is equal to 48x. So we get 64x squared plus 48x plus 9. And that's our answer there. Okay. Now, there is something I want to bring to your attention. There is actually a rule for squaring a binomial expression. And as you may already realize, every binomial expression has two terms. So you have the first term and the second term. So consider the expression a plus b. Now let us assume that we square a plus b. Okay? So let us assume that a plus b is squared. What does that mean? That means that a plus b now becomes, open bracket, a plus b, close bracket, squared. Okay? Now, whenever you have an expression like that, to expand and simplify, there is a general rule that says, okay, you take the first term, in this case, which is a, you raise it to the power of 2. Okay? Plus 2 times the first term, which is a, times the second term, in this case, which is b. Okay? So the first term squared plus 2 times the first term times the second term. Good? And then you're not finished yet. You also have to say plus the second term squared. Okay, the second term squared. So we can simplify that to get a squared plus 2 times a times b is 2ab plus b squared. Okay, and that would be the answer there. Okay, so it's the first term squared plus 2, okay, times the first term times the second term plus the second term squared. Now let's say you have another expression. Let's say you have, okay, x minus y, and you want to square that. Now before you do this whole thing here, before you do that, you have to rewrite x minus y as, okay, as this, x plus negative y all squared. Okay, so x minus y all squared is the same as x plus negative y all squared. Okay, because when you multiply the positive by the negative, you will get back the negative. Now when you do that, then you would say the first term squared, the first term here is x, so that's x squared, plus 2 times the first term, so 2 times x, times the second term, which is negative y. Okay, plus the second term, which is negative y, okay, squared. And then you simplify that, so you get x squared, okay, plus 2 times x is 2x times negative y is negative 2xy, plus negative y squared. Whenever you are squaring a negative number, the answer would always be positive, so negative y squared is negative y squared is positive y squared. Okay, so then we can simplify that because we have these 2 signs here. Okay, that is equivalent to a subtraction sign, so we get x squared subtract 2xy plus y squared. Okay, let's look at some examples. Okay, some questions relating to that. So here we have number 25, x minus a all squared. So we say this is the same as x plus negative a. X plus negative a. Okay, all squared. And then we would say this is equal to x squared, okay, or x raised to the power of 2 plus, okay, 2. Okay, 2 is a constant, it's always 2 because the power is 2. So 2 times the first term is x, so 2 times x, times the second term is negative a, times negative a, okay, plus the second term's raised to the power of 2, that's negative a squared. Now we could simplify that, so we get x squared plus 2 times x is 2x, okay, and 2x times negative a is negative 2ax, okay, plus negative a squared. Whenever we are squaring a negative number, the result would be positive, so that's positive a squared. So we have this here to simplify, so we get x squared minus 2ax plus a squared. Okay, and that is another way of doing the question as opposed to how we did it previously in the other slides when we expanded it like that. Okay, like we did here. Okay, how we did here when we had, for example, x plus 2p squared. We write it out. We said that is the same as x plus 2p times x plus 2p, and then we multiply it. Okay, this is not the only way we can do it. Okay, so we can do it as I just demonstrated. Good. So let's look at another one. 26. We have x minus 1. Okay, so x minus 1 is the same as x plus negative 1. Okay, and then we square that because it's not only x minus 1, it's x minus 1 squared. And then we get x squared, the first term squared, okay, plus, oh, let me make my 2 better than that. So the first term squared plus 2 times the first term is x, times the second term is negative 1, okay, and the plus the second term squared, so negative 1 squared, and then we simplify that, we get x squared, okay, plus 2 times x is 2x, okay, and the 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x, so negative 2x plus negative 1 squared is 1, okay, and then that would be simplified to x squared minus 2x plus 1, okay, and that's our answer here. Okay, number 27, we have 1 minus 3x all squared, so that's the same as 1 plus negative 3x. Okay, 1 plus negative 3x all squared. So we get 1 squared, okay, the first term squared, plus 2 times the first term, which is 1, times the second term, which is negative 3x, plus the second term squared, so that's negative 3x squared. And then we simplify, okay? We simplify, so 1 squared is 1 times 1, which is 1, plus 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times negative 3x is negative 6x. So 1 plus negative 6x plus, okay, negative 3x all squared. So negative squared is positive, 3 squared is 9, so that's 9x squared. And then we simplify, so we get 1 minus 6x plus 9x squared. And that's the answer there. Okay. Number 28. 3x minus 2 all squared. That is the same as 3x plus negative 2 all squared. Okay. And then expanding that, we get 3. Okay. We get 3x squared. 3x squared plus 2 times 3x, because 3x is the first term, times the second term, which is negative 2, plus the second term squared, which is negative 2 squared. Simplifying that, we get 3x squared. So 3 squared is 9, right? Because 3x all squared is the same as 3 squared x squared. Okay? So 3x squared equals 9x squared. Okay? Plus 2 times 3x is 6x times negative 2. That would be negative 12x. Okay, negative 12x. Because 2, 3, 6, 6, 2 is 12. And then positive times negative is negative. Then we bring down the x. Plus negative squared is positive. 2 squared is 4. Okay. So we can simplify these two signs in the middle here. So we get 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. Okay. And that's our answer there.